Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's Demacia Cup matchup.
I mean, for the 1xN Tier 2 boots, being able to match Jackie Love, no huge advantage has been netted for.
Can't believe it. I'm sure TS are probably not too unhappy with the state of affairs right now. Again, they are a team that I think we are expecting to see how they're able to do. Satap now. Okay.
Oh, I think Satap might just be gone. He tries to dash back with the distortion and dodge out on this all-in.
Wait a minute.
Flashing over the wall. They eventually get it, and the arrow from 1xN, unfortunately, is just a little too late. First out of lane by himself, so ThunderTalk are well in position, while, once again, not massively ahead in gold. They are still in position to execute on their game plan as they're making the siege on top side.
TS just look a little slow on the map. We're going to get that fight now.
Maybe it could be Feather just taking so much damage, and I guess they didn't know Kanavi was in the area, or at least underestimated their ability to turn that. And once again,
very minor lead, all things considered, at 13 minutes here. 2,000 gold, almost 1,000 after this dragon is spawning. So it's mid-wave, and Feather moving bottom lane says to me that they just want to try to make this dive happen. They're going to give up this Herald and really focus on getting a first turret here and overload on the map.
And for ThunderTalk's, credit, the rest of top esports aren't really committing to Rift Herald side just yet. It is just now Jackie Love is getting priority of the mid wave before Kanavi can move on over onto the top side.
Going into a fight. And as long as TT are able to pull them around the map, like we've seen in these last 15 minutes, TT can very easily grow themselves a gold lead, get themselves an item advantage, and then come into what I'm going to assume is
due to top esports being insanely decisive on a couple of picks so far. And with this Rift Herald crash into the tier 1 in the mid lane, you might look for another crash, but it's not going to be in the mid lane. They're going to roam on down. Come on, Drift King. Let's see if you've put your time in that practice tool. Oh, good Drift. Really solid curves and turns, and Kanavi's just
golden lead that they're able to gain from that.
Yeah.
And in mid lane, we actually saw Jackie Love throw out his ultimate. Feather open up the rest of this map. We'll see if TT can make another play. Again, they have the Ashe ultimate as well, so similar to them on this side. Oh, Satap didn't even use his distortion.
Oh, I mean, his passive pops, but Chris has been locked down and center, and Satap is now just gone from the fight.
There it is, wait a minute.
Ashe arrow right onto Jackie Love. He doesn't have cleanse anymore, but there's no proper follow-up from the rest of ThunderTalk. Here comes Cream, looks for the backline assassination, but just not enough damage as he has to take his retreat away from 1xN. Now Hoya trying to get into the front backline. Jackie Love falls to 1xN, he finds his moment, he flashes back into the safety of his team. He's kiting back with the arrows. Hoya completely running amok in the backline and dancing back into his own team for safety, choosing his moment, but 369 goes all out into Hoya, trying to play around with Cream. They're looking for 1xN. The bailout not enough as Hoya tries to do everything he can before he has to leap strike back to safety. 369 and Cream.
No longer any kind of real bailout. They don't have the damage to be able to get to reset as well. So, like you were saying, the solo laners of TES, and I think the terrain just doing a lot of work and favors for them here as 1xN now.
Beichuan with the engage, looking for Jackie Love once again. Remember that he does not have any summoner spells, and it's an easy pickup for ThunderTalk. It's Feather that gets the kill credit, and for top esports now down to Marksman.
The fact that the teams are required to have at least a majority of their LPL roster going into the next year. That was one of the reasons that I think Demacia Cup might have been exciting for different reasons. Most so grabbing the attention and getting some hype generated for the teams and what they can kind of look like. And if TT can continue the level of performance, oh my god,
oh my goodness,
All right, so Cream, I'm going to keep going. I think there's not much. Oh, we're investing TP. Okay, never mind. All right, let's do this.
He just flashed, doesn't have perfect execution anymore, and Hoya is just going to close the distance with the helicopter dong, ensures that the counter-strike lands. Nowhere else for Cream to go, but so much pressure. That was pretty much all 4 members all chasing Cream down on the top side of the map, which opens up this minion wave push with Kanavi and Jackie Love to secure the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. So still another advantage for top esports. And as you were mentioning already, top esports having so much firm control of the map, it's still only for the squishy marksman, as now Cream starting to weave his way around that right flank. Arrow
Those are
He's right.
huge cooldowns down now. We saw that they used the ultimate from Ashe. There's also no handshake, so there's a small timer here. Kanavi going for global
Is he
red
doing
buff
for
here,
red
expecting
buff?
that his team won't be able to stay. They won't be able to take the dragon in time. Kanavi.
Sejuani
Uh-oh.
ulti thrown out. Cream is now into the backline. Kanavi now has arrived to the party. Cream is popping the stasis to buy some time with that Zonya's Hourglass. Here comes Hoya, tries to stall as long as he can, flashes away, but he gets assassinated, and here comes the rest of Top Esports. They find the flip. Good night, 1xN. Bishwan could be next as he flashes to safety. Feather trying to make the escape, but Kanavi is giving him the double knuckle down. Kanavi wants to make a statement. He is one of the best junglers in the LPL, and he is not letting go of that crown.
There we go, TES, they explode. We finally get a massive team fight victory for them. It's Ocean Soul, it's Baron, and TES are looking to put the finishing touches on a Game 1 victory. TT, man. Look, they have a lot of momentum. We saw yesterday that Weibo were able to take the first game, and then they made their sweep on the back end of that series. TT, I think, are going to have to go back to
Funny
the
ulti
drawing.
just stops Cream in his tracks. ThunderTalk maintaining the defense and siege for now, but now they have to deal with a minion wave that is creating an opportunity for Top Esports to look their way into the base through mid lane.
Ooh, I love this from Cream, just playing on the limits there. Also gets the flip back in after using it on his the smoke bomb. So great job from TES. They're playing this really, really well. I think the only avenue we can see from TT is if Satab can get another item, maybe get to level 16, getting the additional point in that ultimate could be really huge. But Cream with, dude, I mean, he has Ocean Soul. Every time he takes damage, he just heals. He can one-shot the back line. I think there's very little wrong. Now with Kanavi next to him with his Baron buff, it's only going to get tougher and tougher here for TT. So whatever items they have in their inventory, whatever kind of experience they have now, this has to be their last stand if they want to be able to stay in this game and even fight for a Game 1 contest.
And if they don't do anything, then Top Esports are just going to continue taking structures one by one. Bottom side of the map, this tier 2 turret will fall. I don't think Cream is going to overstay his welcome.
I was a little question mark. I was like, I don't know if we really need to show a replay, but when it's to show how little damage Ashe does to a Cassandra champ, I'm okay with that. Here we go.
Look at all the CC out. There was a beautiful solar flare into the knockup from 369 as Kanavi sends it into the backline. Q flash right into Satab through 1xN's face. I mean, how cracked is this guy, man? ThunderTalk are not going to withstand the siege and the pressure. Top Esports don't drop a single man as they send the siege into the Nexus and will take Game 1 against ThunderTalk.
It was a slow first 15 minutes here for TES, but it seems like the sleeping giants have awoken so far here. It's only Game 1, so a lot of series still left to play in a best of 5, but a very dominant one after they were able to get that.